Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your big homie, D-Rock, shooting side two, or part two of the video of my bad experience with POF, this dating site thing, whatever. I know 2 weeks ago I started a video, and so I just want to piggyback off of that video, because I know on that video I dropped 2 weeks ago, I had mentioned earlier in that video that I was going to share with y'all about two girls that I had dealt with on POF. And alright, so in that video I only covered one, so this is the part two, so I'm going to cover the other one. So anyhow, so it was like last year, early last year sometime. So this girl, we lived the same side of town at that time. I was living on the west end of Richmond, and so yeah, I mean, came across the photo. She looked good as hell on the photo. We was communicating well on the site. Was over there chatting and everything, conversation going good. So I was like, hey, let me get the number so we could really talk, go out on a date, finally meet, whatever, and then just try to head off from there. So she gave me the number, whatever. So I tried to call her, couldn't get a hold of her. So I'm just like, all right. So she texted me like the next day, whatever, and okay, the texting shit, like, conversation going good. So then I tried to call her again, still couldn't get a hold of her. So, but we was texting. So I was like, hey man, really want to go out on a date, to finally meet you and everything, allow us to, finally meet, whatever. So, so we having a conversation through texting and shit, trying to set up this date. So I started naming some rest, because I know with the text, she was like, hey, wherever we go, she just want to get a steak, go to a spot that can prepare a nice steak. I'm like, all right, cool. So I picked like a Mexican restaurant, whatever, Plaza Azteca. She didn't want to go there. She said she allergic to the food, whatever. So I'm like, okay, like, what? I mean, I know they had some steak, you get steak fajitas and shit. She said she allergic to seafood. Okay, you don't have to order shit with seafood. I mean, but she don't want to go there. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, we go to Fridays. She didn't want to go to Fridays. She allergic to Fridays. So I was like, okay. Like Kit Bat Jack's, one of my favorite restaurants on the west end of Richmond. She didn't want to go there either. She allergic to food. So I was like, what is it you're allergic? Like, she allergic to how they prepare, how they season the food, the vegetable oil and all that bullshit. So I'm just like, hey, well, just tell them not to put none of that shit. Then you be good. Because I'm quite sure they don't want to put none of that stuff, and, and you fucking sue them and shit. So, but anyhow, so I got really annoyed, what I mean? So I was like, you know what, fuck it, like, we just go out for drinks. So she was like, all right, cool, we just meet later on, around 11, whatever, for drinks. So I'm like, all right, why so late? And, I gotta grab something to eat. So I'm like, okay, what is it you eat? Like, you fucking allergic to everything. Like, where you gonna go and get, where at you gonna go and grab to eat? Like, so she was like, I'm gonna run to the store and make something. I'm like, okay, why don't we just do that? Run to the store. You come to my place, or I'll come to your place, and we just cook together and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? And try to have a good evening. Oh, nah, I'd rather do the drinks. Alright, like, so I'm just sitting there, and I thought about this shit, and I'm just like, you know what? Man, this chick, man, full of shit. Like, man, nah, I think she with somebody or something ain't fucking right. So I told her, I texted her, I was like, man, you know what, forget it. Like, nah, forget the damn drinks. Like, nah, you go ahead, whatever you doing, you on a date or, with a dude, you enjoy yourself, like, bumping, I'm done. Like, I'm like, fuck this shit, So she like, and she, texting back, LOL, whatever. Like, no, I'm not on no date, what you talking about? And And I just, ignored her ass, whatever. So I think a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks ago, but a couple weeks later, she called me, whatever, and we talked, and I told her, I was like, I just thought that whole shit was just fucking weird because like every spot I fucking name, you're allergic or you had some fucking excuse of us not going. So, you know what I mean? So it just seemed like to me that you might be in a motherfucking relationship or you deal with some crazy ass motherfucker that, you may be done with that motherfucker, but he ain't done with your ass type shit. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I just wasn't feeling it. And I was like, I ain't trying to get caught up and be in the middle of no bullshit, because I ain't trying to murder nobody. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't got time for that shit, So she was like, she feel what I was coming from, and no, she's not in no relationship. She ain't involved with nobody. She ain't dealing with nobody, whatever. I'm just like, all right. So I try to go at this shit again, So trying to, have a little date. And so I asked, I was like, okay, you know what? So do you go out? You go out and eat at restaurants? So she was like, well, yeah. I'm like, where do you go? So she was like, she go to Outback, so she go to Texas Roadhouse. All right, there's a Texas Roadhouse right there on the west end where we at, and then there's an Outback. So I was like, hey, we go to Texas Roadhouse. So she was like, all right, that's cool. But she normally going to one on the south side of town. So she's like, but that's a little too far. I was like, well, this one over here on the west end. She was like, where at? I'm like, and I told her the location, whatever. Like, we just go over there. Because, like, because you do eat there. So, we go there. And then she gave some little bullshit excuse. Well, she know the chef at the one on the south side. He knows how to prepare. I was like, well, I mean, it's the same fucking restaurant. Like, I'm like, here we go, it's bullshit. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm done. So I'm like, fuck it. So I stopped fucking talking to her. Probably like a couple months later, I'm at Kickbacks chilling, whatever, by my damn self, watching the game, whatever, drinking, whatever. So she was there. She was at the Kickbacks with a group of her friends. So she seen me. She saw me, whatever. So she texted me and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm texting her back. She asked me what I'm doing, where I'm at, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over at Kickbacks. So she's like, oh, so, she texted back, like, you always there. And so she gave me like a little clue that, indication that she was there. So I'm like, what the fuck? So anyhow, met her finally. I mean, she looked good. She looked nice. So I'm just like, I thought she allergic to the spot, whatever. So, but she claiming that, her and her friends, they was at Outbacks kicking it, but they want to go to Kickbacks, have some drinks, so she went along with them. So, we talked and everything. So she had a little something at her spot. I came over to her spot. I went to my crib, grabbed a bottle of Belvedere, and shit, we chilled. We had a good time. And, yeah, she was looking nice. So I could tell she was looking at me. She was feeling me. And then, so she had me spend the night. So I was like, damn. So y'all know she was flirting with me on that. So I'm thinking, it's about to go down. But, nothing really happened. I mean, she had me spend the night. She made me good breakfast, whatever. I left the bottle of Belvedere at the crib. I was like, hey, because she wanted me to take it with me. I was like, nah, keep it here. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll come back, some other time. We just chill, chat, and drink some Belvedere, whatever. So, but like, I think I was trying to call her like, a couple days after that. She's with the same bullshit. She wasn't picking up the call. She was texting, and when I think she finally picked the phone. Cause yeah, I was chilling at Kickbacks, like I think a few weeks later, and cause like I think I was like pissed off at the time when she got back with me. When she called me, whatever, cause I know I was trying to call her earlier before. She was doing the same bullshit, texting and everything, so I was like, fuck it. So then I was at Kickbacks, and so she had texted me out the blue. I was like, well, damn, I'm over here. I was like, yeah, guess where I'm at? She was like, oh, let me get a Kickbacks. I'm like, yeah. So she was like, all right, cool. I just get off of work early. I'm on my way there. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. And then you said your ass was, allergic to this motherfucker. I was like, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get ready to leave anyway. I just finished paying my tab, about to bounce. So, bye. I ain't heard nothing from her. So anyhow, so I haven't heard for a while, like a whole, almost a year. And then now, like, recently, like, about like a month later, she texts me out the blue and everything, and want to know how I'm doing, whatever. She catching up with me, whatever. She said she's been out of work for a while because she had some surgery on her back. She just got back into work, so we texting and everything, and so she want to know am I still on the west end of town? Like, nah, I moved downtown, Richmond, whatever, Shaka Bottom area. So she over there like, oh damn, hey, that's I hang out over there, or okay, all that. So I guess I caught her attention, whatever. But anyhow, so we text whatever, and then like I think a couple of days later, I had called her, we talked. So she telling her friends, hey, I'm down here at Shaka Bottom, and she was like, hey, when they hey, it's all right, when they get a little too drunk hanging out, they could spend the night, whatever. I'm like, it's cool, whatever. So I was telling them about the building, how, all the amenities I have at the building and all that, get the rooftop and all that. So then she brought up about this spot over here in Richmond called Cabanas. It's a rooftop lounge. So she was like, oh yeah, there's a Cabanas over there, ain't it? I'm like, well, yeah. I never been there, but, yeah, I heard all about it. She was like, oh, yeah, I'd like to go there, yeah, we need to go there, I'm like, I'm just like, okay. I'm like, well, yeah, okay. So she was like, yeah, we gotta check that out. And then she was like, she was busy with her girlfriend, so she was like, she gonna hit me back. She never did. So I texted the next day, like, what's up, how you doing, whatever. She texted back, whatever, and tried to call her later on. That day, couldn't get a hold of her, but she texted me and everything, and then she telling me about this cabana shit. Like, hey, have I been to reggae night over there at Cabanas? Because like Cabanas is expensive as fuck. That's the word around here in Richmond. The drinks is like $15, $17. It's expensive as fuck. So I'm just like, yo. So anyhow, this chick trying to get me to take her Cabanas. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, because she was like asking me like, yeah, maybe one weekend, you and I could go to Cabanas, you could take me to Cabanas and all this and that. We have a good time. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna go, all right. She was like, I'm for real, she, putting LOL and all that. And I just didn't respond. I'm like, I'm just saying to myself, like, okay, I can't really fucking have a phone conversation with your ass, really. But you just texting me and shit. But you expect me to take you to some fucking Cabanas, expensive ass spot. What I mean? You're not even really my motherfucking girl. But I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm up, but you cool with me to take you to that spot. But I'm not good enough for you to have a phone conversation. Like, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that? That's some straight up bullshit. But yeah, so I just stopped talking to the girl. I know she had texted me, I think the other week. Text me good morning, whatever. I didn't respond. Just fucking ignored it. You know what I mean? And cause I know I had told her before, like, hey, you can fucking call me. But I know she replied, cause this was like weeks ago. She replied, hey, she loved the text, and I just like, fuck it, But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some bullshit that goes on this site, like these females doing this bullshit, But then, she one of them type of females, saying that she want a good man, she want to be in a serious relationship, want to get married, all that bullshit. But this is the shit that you fucking doing, you know what I mean? Crazy, but yeah, I mean, I just want to hear some of y'all input on that, what y'all think. But yeah, I'm about to be out, it's Saturday night over here. So yeah, y'all. Like my video, comment, and subscribe. Y'all be blessed. Alright.